This is an awkward transition, but it is what it is. Donald Trump's CPAC speech from last week was a reminder that he still can be funny, and he is. I don't know. People always say he's losing it. I mean, did he ever have it?
He never had it.
Yeah. One of my favorite moments in this speech was a pretty dead-on impersonation of Jeff Sessions. It was sort of 50% good impersonation, and 50% like what every schmuck from like New York or Massachusetts thinks all Southerners sound like, which is funny in its own way. So.
But it's especially funny given some history we'll get into.
Yeah, we're going to get to right. So this is not just funny in and of itself. There's a little bit of history to this.
I'm telling on myself with this impression.
I might be telling on myself. All right, check it out.
The Attorney General says I'm going to recuse myself. And I said, why the hell didn't he tell me that before I put him in?
Can you just give that to me one more time, please? I was crying in the office this morning.
The Attorney General says I'm going to recuse myself. And I said, why the hell didn't he tell me that before I put him in? How do you recuse yourself?
I love how with Trump, this is how toxic personalities set the stage for themselves, right? Because we're going to get into how he told on himself in a second. But like, it's just skirted over at this point because we've already heard Trump say like so many things like this that it's like his actual complaint there is he should have told me that he wasn't going to cover criminal investigations against me. And he didn't promise complete immunity that he would have my back in cover-ups, I would have never given him that job.
I thought it was understood, Jeff.
Yeah, this is definitely a moment for an Obama, like, if Eric Holder didn't say that he was going to cover my back in every goddamn thing.
Incidentally, that's exactly how Michael Cohen describes how the Trump org operates. Like, he doesn't explicitly ask for things. He just like hires you with the expectation that you know what his expectations are.
It's the expectation. So, if you recall, Bob Woodward put out a book. I don't remember the name of it several months ago, whatever. It wasn't, don't buy it. And Michael Wolff.
Yeah,
if you're looking for like the trashy, dishy Trump gossip book, Michael Wolff, that book is great. But apparently part of this Woodward book was a lot of reporting that Trump called like Jeff Sessions an idiot or something like that and mocked his intelligence and blah, blah, blah. All stuff that sounded like not only believable, but just like sort of like sky is blue type of statements. And Trump tweeted this out September 4th, 2018. The already discredited Woodward book, so many lies and phony sources, has me calling Jeff Sessions, quote unquote, mentally retarded and quote unquote, a dumb Southerner. I said neither. Never used those terms on anyone, including Jeff. Being a Southerner is, and if you're listening to this, great, all in caps. Say great thing. He made this up to divide. Maybe we should play that impression one more time. Or did he read the Woodward lies about him and think to himself, you know what? Maybe I should do a Jeff Sessions impression now.
I didn't say that, but it is a good bit.
I didn't say that now, but that is a good premise.
The Attorney General says I'm going to recuse myself. And I said, why the hell didn't he tell me that before I put him in?
Why the hell did he tell him that before I put him in? You should imagine if Barack Obama in 1 week, David Axelrod went to jail for tax evasion. His lead counsel is testifying to Congress about perjuring himself on his behalf before going to jail. And then he had photos taken with a woman who probably runs a human trafficking ring. That's how that of course the primary narrative there is the racial difference, and the Ta-Nehisi Coates essay on the first white president with Donald Trump is worth reading. But there's also just like how totally toxic personalities reset the boundaries for themselves. Like it's like, what? Of course I did that.
Of course I like Cindy Yang.
Yeah, of course I like Cindy Yang. Because she's an Asian businesswoman, we can't do work with her? Totally unfair.